So, you made it. I was starting to wonder how many of you would actually be brave enough to show up. Welcome. To those who already know my name, and to those who are about to learn it the hard way, the name is Chimera. I am the creature whispered about when kingdoms fall and legends burn. And tonight, you're standing in my domain. Now don't look so nervous. I don't bite, unless you give me reason to. For centuries, battle after battle, I have remained undefeated. Empires rose, empires collapsed, and I endured. So when I say that this is my debut, understand, this isn't my beginning. It's yours. You're here now, which means you have two choices. Stand with the strong, or be trampled by them. But don't worry, I'm not completely merciless. We'll play some games, cause a little chaos. Maybe test how worthy you really are. So go on, say something in chat. Impress me, little mouse. Hi, welcome. How are we doing today? Also, I noticed that my Nightbot is deleting messages. That's cool. What a way to start. Oh, good. I'm glad to see you guys are doing great. I'm not gonna lie, I've been super nervous about this. But I'm glad that everything is going according to plan, minus the Nightbot. It's been a long time coming. I think I've been doing this for about 6 months. Yes, you did test it for me, Coda. Thank you. I felt so bad when I saw that. I was like, no! Why are we doing this? Thank you, Nessie.
Look at that little
hey!
They must really like to get attention.
Thank you, Phantom Reaper. Why? Thank you for the follow. And thank you also to everybody who's already followed up to this point. It's amazing because I was not expecting to get this many followers already. But here we are, and we're already almost at the 50 goal, which that's one of the goals to affiliate. So hey, not so bad for a first stream, huh? Wonderful idea for a model. Thank you, Coda. Do you guys want to hear why I chose to be a Chimera? There's actually a little bit of lore to that. So there's 2 reasons why I'm a Chimera, and they might sound a little stupid, but it all ties back to like childhood. So first reason, and kind of the big one that started it, when I was little, I used to watch my dad play Resident Evil 4. And you're probably asking me, Chimera, how does that tie in to being a Chimera? Well, it's a little part of the game, and it's a puzzle. So I don't know why that the puzzle stuck out to me so bad, where you had to find the lion head, the goat head, and then the serpent, but that stuck out to me. And then the other thing is when I got my first Xbox username, and I just did a random, it wanted me to be Sneaky Chimera. And so I was like, you know what? That's a pretty cool name. So I kept it. So ever since, I have been Chimera. So that's kind of the lore to that. Plus, Chimeras are just cool. Bro, why is the snake looking at me like that? Pepper, you know why the snake is looking at you like that. Don't even play. Don't bruh me. So, let's see. There's 14 of you in here. That's crazy. Thank you. Are you guys ready to see my little presentation that I put together? Because I'm a nerd. Or wait, no, should I show off the model first? I should show off the model first. Okay. So, the Chimera look. It is, by the way, not my fault that it zooms in on the boobs, by the way. It just does that when I'm doing it on VTube Studio. So let's start off the horns. That's my part of the goat. It was really hard when trying to come up with what I wanted for the model to incorporate the goat part of the Chimera, because I didn't want to just have some kind of goat coming out of my head or my back, so you know. And yes, Nessie, you did get a full face of tibbies. Who doesn't want a full face of tibbies, though? Anyway, the horns were the part to signify the goat. The other idea was to have a goat pauldron, but I feel like the horns were a lot better of a call. The lion comes with the ears, which, by the way, they do a little flick every time I close my eyes, so that's cute. And then obviously, the snake comes with Adonis here. And if you don't know, like I just said, my snake right here, his name is Adonis because he's my handsome little guy. So next we got, obviously, the boobage. Great part. This is a part that I see a lot of people commenting on in my TikToks, so that's awesome. You don't know, how many times have I've been called mommy at this point? I don't know. It's honestly been a concerning amount. Let's see. Obviously, the hair is wild. I like the way that it's pulled up into a ponytail. Battle ready, as always. The cape and the pauldron. Love that. That was the one thing that I definitely wanted in this model, was those two things. And I'm so glad that they came out really well. The artist who also did it added these little lion motifs into my gauntlets and in my shoes, which you'll see here in a second. And then you got the little like show off, like the little, like, lack for a better word, thong strap. Oh, thank you, Coda. Yeah, I made that chat box I can't talk. I made the chat box myself. Can you believe that I made it on Canva? Then you keep going down, you got like the tatters into the dress and my little knees. Oh, and you got the little like belt armor too. I forgot to mention that. And then you keep going down and there's the motifs on the shoes. And for you any foot freaks in chat, prepare yourself. You got my little tootsies. And the nail polish does match my fingernails. So that's kind of a look at the model. Oh, and my headband. I am in love with the headband and how it looks on the model too. All right, now we can get into actually learning about me. Sorry, I am all over the place. So we're gonna go over to my presentation. And for this, I will shut the music off so that we can have a little one-on-one time.
Hey, look at that little mouse in red. He must really
Yeah,
like to get
hi,
attention.
I can't talk. Asterix token. Hi, welcome in. By the way, do you guys like my little Willard? Minus Pepper, because I know Pepper knows that reference. Points to anybody who knows where that voice line comes from. I'm just curious to see if anybody else recognizes it. Asterix Token saw the announcement on TikTok and was stressed that I almost missed the stream. Oh, you didn't. We're going to be here. Hopefully we're going to be here for a while. As long as the stream decides to not quit. Because that would be my luck. Actually, you know what? OBS decided like less than an hour ago to decide to be like, hey, I've crashed. And I'm like, no, the hell you did not. No, you did not. I was about to be like, I have to make a post now. I have to be that person. I didn't know that the Chimera was composed of dogs too. Hell yeah, they are. You want to see them again? I'll even zoom in. Hold on. There you go. There's the dogs. There you go. I know, those are the money makers right there. Yep, get a load of those. Let me go back down. Also, how do you guys like the background? I know I keep going off on tangents. I'm so sorry. They are indeed barking, Pino. Binoy boy. There we go. I can't say words. Nessie, do not clip that. I actually just got the file for the background today. I'm really stoked about it. If you're wondering who those two figures in the background on my throne are, those are plush dolls of Mighty and Jingyuan from Honkai Star Rail. And I don't know if you can see very well, but they're kind of torn up because I am feral with them. So yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. There's also a nighttime version. Hold on. Is it open? There's a night version too. So anytime we're feeling a little like more nighttime-y, we can always go with that option as well. The main inspiration for my outfit, well, we're gonna go over that. Hold on, let me actually go on to the thing. I keep going on these tangents, I'm so sorry. I'm just so excited. So, all right. There we go. Did it! Yay! So this is a PowerPoint about me, and it's by me. It's my professional PP, if you will. Yes, here comes the slideshow. Yes, my PP, it's PowerPoint. It's a very professional PP. I would argue that I have the most professional PP that anybody has ever seen. Also, if you see me looking down, it's because I moved my chat to my phone and it's down there. So please excuse that. This is all still new, so I'm still figuring out layouts and stuff. So anyway, me. The basics. Me. All right. So my name, if you haven't learned it already, it's Chimera. That is with, and I know it looks stupid in this font actually, because I'm now noticing that the 1 still looks like an I. My name is spelt, instead of with an I, it's with a 1, and instead of the E, it's with a 3, and technically the H is lowercase. This font doesn't show any of that, and I am regretting my choices now. So next is my birth. Me personally, was born October 16th, and that is, if you are into zodiacs, that is a Libra. And what does that mean for you? That means that I am indecisive as fuck. By the way, I will curse on here. If you're not comfortable with that, I am so sorry. Yeah, the H is lowercase, G-Man. It's just with this font, it's stupid. I didn't think about it. Anyway, the next one is my height. And believe me when I tell you this, I am an overwhelming, a staggering, a stunning, a humongous, even 5'6". I'm quite average in height, IRL. My model is only an inch taller than me, technically. So do with that what you will. My age, I'm in my 20s. Am I in my early 20s? Am I in my late 20s? Who knows? You won't know. When I start talking about more things, you'll probably pinpoint that a lot easier. I am not old, Nessie. I thought you were about to say 5'2". I would never be 5'2". Never. I can sense the age from the music selection. Oh shit. Oh no. No, have I already outed myself? No. Let's continue. Language, English. I have tried to learn other languages. They just hasn't gone well. I know a few phrases in Spanish, but that's about it. So your knees creak like the rest of us. Well, maybe. Maybe they do. Um, maybe they do. Maybe they have been known to creak every once in a while. I can't, yeah, Nessie, I can barely speak English. If you guys haven't been able to tell already, I got that thing where my brain works faster than my mouth, and so yeah. I love all types of music. Same. I also love all types of music. There's like certain genres of certain music I like better than others, but I pretty much listen to almost anything. My Oshi mark. So, my Oshi mark is the lion, the goat, and the serpent. So if you guys ever want to use those, that's what they are. It was pretty easy to figure out what I wanted my Oshi mark to be, considering that, hey, what else makes up the chimera? Well, technically, chimeras can be made up of any animal, but let's be honest, the ones that we think about is the lion, the goat, and the snake. All right, let's continue. Okay, this is where my character expose for my model is. So, like, a lot of my outfit, hair, stuff like that. That's where my voice just did a horrendous crack. Oh my god. What was that? So my voice will be doing weird things. I guess it be on some weird shit. Anyway, the inspo for my model, like I said, hair, clothes, even my eyebrows. In one of these, you're probably gonna think, hey, that kind of fits for literally all of you, the things that you said that this is from. Just ignore that. It's fine. So the first one I think is obvious if you've played this game. It's Augusta.
Look at that little mouse in
hey!
red! He must really like to get attention!
Yeah, hey, thank you, Sam! Welcome in! Thank you for the follow! I appreciate you being here! We're just now going over my professional PP, if you will. PP standing for PowerPoint, but it is the most magnificent and professional PP anybody has ever seen. So yeah, Augusta. I do play gacha games. The main three that I play are obviously Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero. If you're asking about Genshin, I have tried Genshin. I don't know what it is. I just can't get into it. But definitely, we might be expecting to play some gacha games, whether it's doing my dailies while we talk at the beginning of stream or whatnot. Actually, I'm really behind on the stories, so we may actually do some story stuff too. A lot of the hair comes from Augusta and the overall like gladiator feel. And the next one is also kind of obvious. I think. And that's Marileona. If anybody has seen Black Clover, you know. The main inspiration for her is if you look at the front of my hair, it is more styled like hers, whereas Augusta's not styled like that. Now, please don't ask me too much about Black Clover. You'll learn here in a second that I'm not good at finishing things. I have not finished Black Clover, so. Also, if you're coming in and you're noticing that your message is getting deleted, I'm so sorry. The Nightbot is being a complete tyrant in chat, and I'm gonna have to fix that. If you get timed out, my mods will rectify that. So my next inspiration is my man Mighty. Look at him. Ugh, what a man. What a man. So the main inspiration from him is his little little bat cape and pretty much overall armor. The other thing is the the eyeliner, the red eyeliner, and I know you could say that Marileona has that. I didn't realize she had it until after I was putting this together. So yeah, and I know he's only got it on one side. My last inspiration is literally for one thing on my model. One thing. It's literally my eyebrows. So that, with that being known, Rengoku. I told my model artist that I want Rengoku eyebrows, but just smaller and shorter and orange. But yeah, those are all my inspos for my character. Yes, the donut man. I was very sad. Imagine me in the theater crying. It was awful. Rengoku 100% fits the Proud Warrior theme. He so much does. I feel like really all of these characters do. And I think that's the beautiful thing about these inspirations that I brought together. Because that's the general vibe that I wanted. All right. What do I like? I'm so glad you guys asked that. Round of applause for you guys for asking the big questions. Yes, yes. Applaud yourselves. You guys did this. You guys totally asked this question. So, first thing I like video games. That'll be obvious when I start talking about things and stuff we do for the stream. And I'll get into which ones are my favorites. It's actually, spoiler alert, it's on another slide. I also like reading. I actually used to hate reading when I was a teenager, when I was in high school. And I think it mainly stemmed from, you know, when you get those like assignments where you have to read for a test or whatever, and you're like, God, I hate this book. That's where that was from. And then when I got into my adult life, I learned that I actually really love reading because I read books, mangas, and graphic novels. So what I'll do is I'll read a book, and then between that book and the next book, I will read a few mangas or like a whole series, depending on how many is in that series, and then I'll read my next book. It's actually a really, really good process. School makes reading suck. School does make reading suck. I don't know why they can't make it more fun. I don't know what it is. I just wish, like, I know sometimes they let you pick your own books, but then you have to take a test over it, and then it's not fun anymore. Next, I like anime. I love anime. I just haven't watched a lot here recently, unfortunately. We're also going to get into the animes and mangas that I like in another page, so I won't go too much over that. Yeah, I like anime. Anime's great. Anime's so good. There's some weird ones, but overall, anime's great. I like energy drinks. I actually have one with me right now. I live on energy drinks. I'm actually drinking a Rockstar original right now. That one is my favorite, if you want to know. I've actually switched over to a sugar-free version, which I'm sad about, but it's got to be done sometimes. Sometimes you just got to do it. In my apparent old age, Nessie. So essentially you're a caffeine addict? Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, that sums it up, G-Man. Yeah. I don't know. I'm one of those people that will get headaches if I don't have caffeine, and I prefer not to have headaches. So that's one of those things. So if I'm drinking it, please don't mind me. It's just something I gotta do for the greater good of humanity. Next, I like funny people. If you can make me laugh, I like you. I don't know. That's all I really gotta say about that. If you can make me laugh, that's great. Reading anime and caffeine fiend. This is gonna be awesome. Oh yeah, yeah. I can be an absolute menace. Rockstar is top 3. Yeah, Rockstar is awesome. Well, awesome. Like, I can't speak. Oh my gosh. Rockstar, I love it. It's my favorite. Now it doesn't have as many flavors as some of the other energy drinks, but I like the taste of the original more than most energy drinks. All shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits. Though wiser words has not been said. Pinoy boy. You should be a philosopher. I'm gonna wrap it up then. I'm unfunny. Well, little did you know, I found that funny. So yeah, I like funny people. People that can make me laugh or things that can make me laugh. I like fictional men. I know it's a hot take. Sorry, my dog is barking. Fictional men. Anyway, she interrupted me at the worst part. Or at the best part, sorry. She interrupted the best part. Yeah, fictional men. So, if you were here when I was showing off my background, you could see that 2 of my favorite fictional men were Mighty and Jingyuan from Honkai Star Rail. They are 2 of my favorites. I am what you call a fictional men simp. I'm a degenerate. So yeah, deal with that. Deal with that little bit of knowledge of what you will. And I like fantasy themes. Anything that's got a English is hard. Anything that's got a fantasy theme, I love it. But that also includes anything that might be set in real past time. So like Red Dead Redemption, you know, there's some realistic things in it, but at the end of the day, there's some things that are not quite realistic and still have like this fantasy tendency in it. With that, we're gonna go on to the next one. And I do apologize because I did forget to put a transition on the first thing, so you're gonna immediately see the first item. And that's What do I dislike? I dislike beans a lot. I dislike them with a passion. If you present me with beans, I will shun you. That is a shunnable offense. Just so you know, future reference. That's how much I dislike them. Yes, beans, gross. So how past medieval, ancient Greek, Renaissance, all of it. Literally all of it. I just like it. I love fantasy and I like historical fantasy too. Damn, I'm a Mexican. Am I out? No, no. Just don't present me with the beans. Don't present me with beans and you're okay. What about refried beans? Okay. With okay, refried beans is the one thing that you can like treat me like a dog when you're giving them the medicine. If you put refried beans and like a taco with ground beef, and you're like, no, there's no beans in it, and I'll be like, okay, and then I'll eat it. Oh, coffee beans are good. Coffee beans don't count. I'm talking like beans, like beans. Those yeah, just beans. I do like chorizo though. Chorizo's really good. I just saw beans with chorizo. Chorizo is really good. But you kind of got, like I said, with fried beans, you got to treat me like a dog when you're giving them medicine. Yeah, I got to slide it between the ham and hope that I take it. So glad I'm not the only one who eats coffee beans. Yeah, oh my gosh. I love coffee beans that are dipped in dark chocolate. They're really good. Hey, G-Man, you don't gotta call me out like that. Obviously, I'm a caffeine addict. Yeah. A little bit. Just a little. The next thing, I don't like rude people. If you are rude, I will ignore you. I'm pretty good at doing that. I will just look away, look the other way. I will do this. I'll do this little number. I look at your chat and I'll be like, nope. You won't get any attention from me if you're rude. That's just it. I don't know. Like, I see people being rude all the time to other people. And I'm just like, why? What's the point? What is the point? And that's the whole, I don't know. I don't get the whole communities that are like, let me be rude to this person and it'll be funny. And I'm like, no, not funny. Kindness is free. You are right, Benoit boy. I wish more people understood that. Number 3, talking politics. I will very rarely talk politics in here. I just think politics is a way to bring people apart instead of together, and I'm not about that. I want us to be a unit here. And while yes, the whole persona is like, let's fight each other, I don't want us to be kind of divided, if you know what I mean. I think that it's in everybody's best interest to maybe not talk politics while we're here. Why bring something up that's gonna bring down the mood, I don't care what your politics are, It's good that you have your beliefs. It's good that I have my own beliefs. But let's just, we don't gotta talk about that. We don't gotta talk about it. Next is stinkies. Look at my little flies. This kind of is a double whammy of a thing. So, I hate bad smells. So, and I know I can't smell you through the screen, but please keep your hygiene up. It's very important for you. That's just a general rule. Second of all, stinkies also includes like bullies and rude people. So, there. So, rude people technically got 2 spots. Can't have the green aura flying around. That's right. Green aura, not really aura. That is not aura. Math. I hate math. Do not give me math to do. Do I look like I know how to do math? I don't. I don't know much outside of addition, subtraction, and sometimes multiplying, depending on how big the numbers get. I sucked at it in school. I suck at it now. My job does not include me to have to do math, and I do not want to do math here either. This is a strict no math station. Oh no, 3 times 4. Listen, it is my biggest op. It's my biggest op. It's the one thing that makes me feel stupid. I vaguely remember math. Thank goodness for calculators. Yeah, here's my beef, right? Back back in school, they used to be like, oh, well, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket all times. Guess what, bitch? Smartphones. Smartphones. Check. Mate, loser. Quick, the 7 multiplication table. Hold on. Hold on. I got this. Hold on. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Hold on. 42. Right? Wait, no, wait. Is that right? No, wait. What is 7 times 6? Is it 42? I can't remember. Yes, okay, cool. 42, 49, 56, 63, 70, 77, and 80. Did I do it? I think I did it. See, sometimes you gotta challenge yourself a little bit. Good enough, thank you. I will take that. Also, 9 plus 10, 21. Losers. Next question. Decisions. I don't do decisions well. If you believe in zodiacs, that is a big thing with Libras. We don't do decisions. I hate making decisions. Put me on a decision-making game, I will cry. I will sob. I'm a big-time indecisive. It is a condition. I have a doctor's note. I do have a doctor's note for that. Just don't ask for it. That really showed how old you are with a 9 plus 10. No! I do it to myself. I do it to myself. Also, I'm sorry if you like sci-fi, but I'm not a big sci-fi person. The closest thing I've gotten to sci-fi is Honkai Star Rail, which I love Honkai Star Rail. But yeah, I'm not a big sci-fi person. Can you borrow the note? I'm sorry, I have to keep it locked up. Very important business. It was very important that I keep it nice and pristine. You missed something on my list? What did I miss on my list? Pepper, get back with me on that. What did I miss on my list? Oh my god, okay, I'll add that here in a second. Hold on. I will get there. But no, sci-fi, sorry to Star Wars nerds. Not a big fan. I tried watching them. It was okay. So Pepper brought up a good thing. I also don't like balloons. It's not like the actual like sight of balloons that I hate. I hate like how easy they pop and the sound of when they pop. It terrifies me and I feel like I'm going to perish every single time. I've already said that if I ever have kids, they are not getting balloons at their party. Sorry, future children. Suck it. It ain't happening. Did I get trauma from Pennywise? No, I don't know where I got it from. I don't know why. Because I think if I got it from Pennywise, I'd also be afraid of clowns, which I'm not afraid of clowns. Now, my dad, he's afraid of clowns. I can't do balloons. I can't do them. No, I'm not a big sci-fi person. I'm sorry. I tried. Like I said, the closest I've gotten was Honkai Star Rail, that I like, but I don't know. Maybe I just haven't had the right form of sci-fi media. I think that's, you did not clip me doing math. There's no way you clipped me trying to do math. No, I'm ruined. I'm ruined. My employer's gonna see that. Just kidding. I hope they don't. I hope they don't see that. Honestly, I don't think she would care. I think she is equally bad at math. I think I've actually corrected her on math, which is scary. It's saved. That'll probably go on TikTok later, I'm not gonna lie. What about Men in Black? Isn't that sci-fi? I have a confession. And you guys are gonna get so annoyed with me on this. So I hope you're prepared. I haven't seen Men in Black. And there's a lot of movies that I have not seen. Like, legit. Yeah, I know. Go ahead. Put your booze in chat. Boo, boo, Chimera, boo. No, I haven't. I know. Go ahead and boo me. At least tell me you saw Alien. Sure, yeah. Oh, I totally seen Alien. Yeah. I have seen Alien for sure. Totally. I've seen that. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I'm not cultured at all. I know. It's a problem, I'm telling you. Here's the thing though. I'm playing I saw where some people will do movie nights on their Discord, and I've thought about bringing that to our Discord. So maybe you guys will have to show me movies on Discord. We'll have like a movie night. Maybe we'll put like I'll have to add all this stuff to Discord. We'll put like a movie night section and like movie night suggestions and stuff like that. Maybe we can do that. Maybe then you guys can like finally culture me. I know, I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am a lowly worm. We're gonna continue. So, my favorite video games. My favorite video games is, well, the top one is Red Dead Redemption. All of them. Literally all of them. I know that's a hot take. um, but I love those games. Red Dead Redemption 1 was the first game that I really truly fell in love with. Arthur Morgan is fine. Yeah, Arthur Morgan is hot. There's a lot of hot outlaws in there, though, to be fair. Then I also like the Resident Evil games, and my two favorite are 4 and 8. I remember watching my dad play 4, and then eventually I played 4, and then the remake came out and everything, and I played that. And then 8 came out before the 4 remake, but I remember 8 reminding me a lot of Resident Evil 4, and that's why I liked it so much. Heisenberg was such a cool character. I loved him. Days Gone, and I saw that somebody said Days Gone is so peak. It truly is. If you don't know anything about Days Gone, pretty much zombies and motorcycles. That's all you need to know, and that's all I needed to know to start playing it. So, it was so good. And I'm really sad that they haven't made a second one, and I don't know if they ever will. But they should. Chaotic challenge, changeling. I mean, I can't read. I don't like feet. What do you mean? If you're seeing something on that shirt, that is the shirt of your inner self. It will read you a message that tells you a little bit about yourself. Right now, it's telling me that I'm a filthy degenerate, which I knew that. Obviously, I was just talking about I love Honkai Star Rail. It's my favorite gacha game that I have. I don't know. I love the story. I kind of stopped playing the story after Amphorius because that was a lot. But I do want to get back into it because I loved it so much. I'm still pulling characters. Next is Baldur's Gate 3. I have played the hell out of that game. Do not look at my Steam records on that game. I have played it so many times through. I know what type of degenerate I am. Well, good. It's a good thing that you know that. Chat likes feet. I consider that a W for me. Good job. I'm glad. You gotta know what you like, you know? I tried Honkai, but my tablet was gonna explode if I didn't install it. It is a big game. I tried it on my phone. I tried it on PC first, but then I was like, oh, I want to take it with me so I can play it. It doesn't work well on mobile devices, I've learned. So if you're gonna play it, definitely play it on a PC. Baldur's Gate 3. It may shock you. It may shock you that I romanced a certain vampire elf, like every other Baldur's Gate girly. I did romance Astarion a lot. I will say that there was two other. Okay, well, hold on. There was one time I romanced Halsin while I was romancing Astarion, which you can do that. But then I stopped doing that because I was like, oh, but like, what if Astarion gets a little jealous? I overthink that shit. It's even though they're all pixels, it's fine. But there was two times playthroughs. God, I can't talk. 2 playthroughs that I did where I did not romance Astarion, and I romanced Gale, which that was fine. Nothing wrong with Gale. And I romanced Karlach because, I mean, You know. You know. Have I played Dragon Age? No, but I am curious about it because people say it's really good. Maybe I should. Astarion is so pooky. He is so pooky. He is very pooky. He is the pookiest, if you will. What do I prefer, Ascended or Redeemed? I'm a sucker for good endings. I like my Redeemed Astarion. I've done both playthroughs. I like his Redeemed. I mean, I feel kind of sad for him that he can't go in the sunlight, but it is what it is. Never played Baldur's Gate 3? Oh, it's so good. I mean, if you like fantasy settings and you're okay with like D&D type gameplay, it's pretty good. And then the last one is The Evil Within. I have played both the first and the second one. I gotta say the first one is my favorite. I had a kind of a hyperfixation on that game for a while. I don't know. Sebastian Castellanos, kind of fine also. He kind of fine. What is The Evil Within? Oh, I'm glad you asked. The Evil Within is a horror game. I think it's like psychological horror. Pretty much follows, you're a detective and you pretty much, there's something going on at the mental ward or the hospital or whatever. And this guy's like terrorizing patients and whatnot. And you gotta like follow him. And then he terrorizes you guys mentally. And you see a lot of shit. And it's really good. It's so good. It's evil out there, but there's evil within too. You remember hearing about that game but never played it? It was pretty good. I kind of want to play it again, personally. I liked it. There's also other creators that have played it. So like Markiplier has played it. I know that for sure. I remember watching his playthrough. Do it? I might. I just might. I'm being so for real. That's a line from Evil Within 2 in the beginning, I think. Is it really? I can't remember. Oh my god. In the Evil Within 2, and this is not really a spoiler because you can interact with this in the beginning, but there is a part that would make me shit myself every time. And there's just like, I don't know if she was like a specter lady or a wraith or something, but you could, like, I played it on PlayStation 4, so you can hear her noises from the controller, and then if she gets anywhere close to you, she like jump scares you, grabs you, and sucks your soul out, and it terrified me. Hang on, I'll see if I can find it and send it to the Discord. Yes, please, if you can. I love those games. OMG, I remember. Yeah, it was terrifying. It was awful. Yes, there's a Discord. If you do, this is the one good thing about the Nightbot, I will say. Other than that, it's been pretty stinky. If you go and do !Discord, it should pop up and be like, hey, here's our Discord. And it'll send you a link. Yeah, like that. You just gotta click that link and it'll take you there. I'm still kind of building it, so don't judge it too harshly. I've never made a Discord server before. I literally went on to YouTube and learned how to make it there. So if you don't like it, blame whoever I got the tutorial from. Anyway, my favorite anime / manga. Now, I put anime / manga because some of these I have watched and some of these I have read. And some of them I maybe started reading or maybe started watching, but I mostly did the other. I like Demon Slayer. I know, typical answer. Typical answer. And you guys saw who my favorite character was. So, I love Demon Slayer. I am caught up on the anime. I did try to start reading the manga, but I was so far in the anime that I was like, I think I'm good with just watching it. Kaiju number 8. I have actually read that one all the way up. I think 15 just came out in English, so I need to read that, but it's so good. It's so good. I started watching the anime, but I was like, I'll just keep reading it. Next is Gachi no Kuda. I have only read 5 volumes of that so far, but it's really good. I need to read the rest, and I will eventually. Once we get it in my public library. By the way, utilize your public library. They are very important. I am a big advocate for our public libraries. So please, if you check your library and you don't normally go, they will probably have manga. Next is Me and My Beast Boss. Now that's only got 4 mangas and I've read 3 of them. But it's so cute. And I'm not normally much of a romance manga kind of girly. But this one is so cute. Oh my god. It's so cute. It's pretty much about, it's like a workplace office, and it's like a world where there's like beast folk and humans are treated horribly in the workplace and in society. And then there's like beast folk, and then there's like the boss who is like, I don't know how to describe. He's like a mega beast folk. Like he scares even the beast folk, and people are intimidated by him. But he's so good. But yeah, support local libraries. It's they are sadly going on the brink of dying out, and that's really sad to me. So please. Delicious in Dungeon, I have watched that. I have not read it. I think I've watched all of it, but I need to check on my Netflix. After God, that is a manga that I started reading. I think I've read up to volume 7 so far. Very good, very good. Do recommend. I do recommend. It's a little bit darker, I think, but it's good. Overlord, I have watched a good chunk of it. I have not watched all of it, but from what I've watched of it, I really love it. Again, I need to get back to watching it. Overlord. So, what is Overlord? Overlord is a anime where it starts off as a, like, they're playing a game online, like kind of like how do I want to like describe the game? Is it like a just like I guess an RPG or some sort, or role playing game, and the servers are shutting down for that, and so everybody in this guy's clan just kind of leaves, and he stays up until the um timer goes out on the server. But whenever the time goes out, he's like, I'm still here. Turns out he gets transported into this game as like this big like overlord dude. Einzelgone. It's really good. Einzelgone is really badass. It's a little on, I think it's a little fan servicey sometimes, but I mean, what anime isn't at this point? Yeah, trapped in an RPG type of anime. Yeah, pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It's really good though. And he's like overpowered. And then Record of Ragnarok. Now this one I started watching a long time ago, and then I put down, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll read the manga. And I started reading the manga, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am not through it yet. This is like a recent development. Like I started reading it recently. Oh my god. It's so good. Um I have also watched up to where I'm at now in the manga. I believe I'm starting out on the fight versus Shiva and Taemon. So I'm starting there. And so far I think my favorite fight has been Hercules versus Jack the Ripper. So pretty good. If you haven't seen it or haven't read it, whatever, however you want to do it, I recommend it. It's really good. My favorite books is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I like that whole series. It can be, it's technically a young adult book, so it's like closed door, from what I remember, but I think it really rides that line, if I remember correctly. I have started the ACOTAR series, so that's A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have read the first 2 books. I am currently getting ready to read the 3rd one, which is A Court of Wings and Ruin. I just haven't really started it yet because I'm kind of on a reading slump, unfortunately. Which, you know, that's kind of normal when you're starting a new book, even if you like the series. Lady or the Tiger by Heather Herman was really good. It's a Western-based book, but it's like young adult, which I feel like you don't see much anymore. And she's an outlaw, and she's like, well, I'm waiting to get executed. It was pretty good. Caraval, I've read the first book. It was really good. I need to read the rest. Same with Butcher and Blackbird. I read the first book. Need to read the rest. Really good. And then Kill the Beast by Sarah Swift. They're all really good. I do recommend them if you like fantasy-based books. So it'll say like any fantasy romantasy books are my favorite, and smut, because I'm a woman with needs. Can't get away from the smut. I told you I'm a degenerate. And that carries over to my reading. So, what content you can expect? I'm looking at doing gaming. And of course, okay, with all of this on screen, I want input from you guys as well. I want to know what you guys want. But at the same time, even with that, I have to be able to enjoy it as well for it to be fun for everybody, if that makes sense. I want to read Kill the Beast. I haven't found it in my store. Okay, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. Sorry. Try your library. See if it's at your public library, and maybe sometimes if you go to your library and be like, I want this book, and they don't have it, maybe like sometimes they'll have request slips and you can request the book. I recommend it. It's not like it's not really a romance book, but it's still really good. It's very fantasy. I want input from you guys because you guys are important in this community and what these streams are going to be. But understand also, even if you suggest something, if it's something that maybe I'm not as interested in or I don't want to do, I'm not going to do it because it's not going to be as fun if I'm not also enjoying it. And then you guys aren't going to enjoy it either if I'm not enjoying it. Does that, yeah, I think that makes sense. But anyway, we're going to do gaming. We're going to do, I like story-based games, so we're going to do those occasionally. I'm going to get over myself and play horror games. Like, okay, I know I have horror games and my favorite games, but those are ones that I can defend myself. I'm not so good at games that I can't defend myself in. But I will suck it up. I will suck it up. Try Titanfall 2. What is Titanfall 2? Okay, I've seen the name, but like I haven't like looked into it. I feel like I'm so like I'm not under a rock, but under a rock at the same time. Gacha games. If you guys are interested in watching me play the stories in the gacha games, I can do that. But I'm probably definitely gonna do my dailies while we kind of talk at the beginning of stream. If you guys are chill with that, I think that's a good time for me to get my shit done, so I could get polls and stuff, and also have a time for us to kind of speak. And party games, which we're gonna be doing tonight. We're gonna be doing some party games tonight. If you don't remember, we're going to be doing Jackbox soon after this, once I get the Nightbot figured out. And also, I'm going to look out Discord for Pinoy Boy's post, because I saw it posted. And I want to look at that, because they said that they were going to put the Evil Within thing in there. We're going to be playing those party games tonight, so please expect that. We're going to have fun. So, like, that would be, like, part of community nights. I kind of want to do community nights, whether that's like party game nights where we can all be included, or like movie nights in the Discord, or karaoke nights in the Discord, stuff like that. It's a shooter where you play as a machine and it's pilot. Ooh, maybe we'll have to play that. Sounds fun, though I don't have a singing voice. That's okay. You don't have to have a singing voice. I have been told I have a good voice, but I don't care if you don't have a good voice. All the fun in karaoke is just being able to sing, I think. I also want to do react content eventually. I don't know if we'll start with that sooner rather than later. But, funny clips. If you guys are into police cams, that might be cool. Some horror. By the way, analog horror is probably my favorite, even though it terrifies the shit out of me sometimes. And then probably literally anything. As long as it's okay on Twitch and or YouTube, because I would like to upload on YouTube as well. I love analog horror. I know, it's so good. I don't know what it is. It just scratches the part of my brain that's good, and then it makes me not want to sleep at night, or when I'm getting up to get my evening drink of water at 3 a.m. I'm like, God, what if something grabs me and kills me? And then I want to do karaoke streams. I don't know if there's anything that has to go into that. I'll show you the setup I got for it. It's kind of cool. But I think karaoke streams would be hella cool if you guys are into that. Curious, how long did it take for the model to get ready? I don't think I heard that part. Oh, I didn't talk about it. I'm so sorry. I'm like all over the place, which I'm sorry. You'll have to get used to that. I think yeah. It took, let's see. I think I put in my order in October, and I want to say that it got done either by the new year or before the new year, like right before. So about 3 months. And I think it depends on who you go through and how fast their turnaround is. Not to be biased, but my artist is so good. But that's not including rigging. Some VTube model artists can do rigging. Mine didn't offer rigging, so I had an additional month added to that as well for rigging. I give it 4 months for the total for mine. So you're just like me for real. Yeah. I'm all over the place. I don't know. I'm just kind of, I got a little spiciness to me. If you have suggestions, just let me know. Maybe I'll add us like a suggestions box on the Discord as well. See, these are things that are like helping me decide what to put on Discord. Next. Okay, hold on. Let me get out of the way. Where's my OBS? Get out of the way, me. I'm just gonna be a floating head. So, special thanks to all of these lovely artists. As you'll see, Taco is the one who made my model. They are so good. They do a wonderful job. And I gave them everything that I needed. Or, well, I gave them the ideas that I wanted. I pretty much put up a sheet and I typed out like certain things that I wanted on my model and then pictures. And they put it together. And they put it together better than I initially thought I wanted my model. And then they gave me this and I was like, whoa, this is way better. They are so good. I really enjoy their art and I definitely recommend them. Polos did my rig. That's the thing that's able to make me move. I gotta start looking at my camera more. I do a webcam. I'm a loser. I'm a degenerate loser. I do a webcam instead of a phone, but I gotta look up at it more. But Polos does my rig, so I'm able to move. Polyart did my profile picture, so if you go across my socials or even my Twitch, you will see my profile picture, and Polyart did that, and it looks amazing. Nara Studio did my banner, the mouth banner with Adonis next to it. It looks sick as fuck. It's very vicious looking, and I love it. Zanshin Studio, whenever you guys saw the background of the stream, that's who did the background. They did amazing on that too. If you follow me, OK Ringo did the alert art. And then eventually when we hit affiliates, oh hey, it's a raid! Thank you, Comfy Corbin. How was your stream? Thank you. What did you guys do? You're actually coming into my debut. We just got over my professional PP. It is a very professional PP. The most luxurious, attractive, and professional PP that's ever lived. So welcome in, Raiders. If you stay, we're going to play some Jackbox and hopefully some Burgie's Cozy Kitchen. My emotes. So I went ahead and got some emotes done for when we hit affiliate because I believe in us. The majority of my emotes will be done by CH1M3RAh's, which there's an example right there. Which that's the crying one. That's the first one I ever got her done from her. The other one is from Finwee. And as you see, it's got the Rockstar energy drink on it. Betwixt the breasts. Because the breasts are important here. The natural cup holders. Yes, the natural cup holders. I honestly, so when story time. When I went to Taco about making my model and it came to breast size, I didn't care what the breast size was, so I gave them my IRL breast size. So that's why they are what they are. Do you feel like a rock star, Ms. Chimera? Yeah, sometimes. I feel pretty good about today though, because you guys are all here. I'm so excited. That's pretty much it. Hold on. Any questions? Any questions? any questions you got for me? Anything you want to know about me? Anything at all? Snake's name? His name is Adonis. Cause he's my handsome little guy. My favorite type of music, I'm kind of a rock metal girly, but I listen to almost anything. So, I might even take suggestions for our playlist, which I might also put in the Discord. See, these are new things that I'm learning. All right, where's that friggin' Nightbot? Hold on. Your days are over, Nightbot. Over. Okay, we're just gonna do 10 minutes right now. Maybe he'll learn his lesson. Maybe he'll learn his lesson being timed out for 10 minutes. Screw that guy. Oh, nice. I always got 2 bands of mine. Yeah. So whenever I go to put that in the Discord, definitely put those in because I always love getting new recommendations. How do you plan to be any other creature, or was it always going to be a chimera? It was actually always going to be a chimera. At the beginning of stream, I had told a story about how my dad used to play Resident Evil 4 in front of me when I was a kid, and I distinctly remember the chimera puzzle in the castle, and I don't know why that stuck with me, but it did. And then when I got my first Xbox username, I randomized it, and it gave me Sneaky Chimera, and so I kept that. So it's kind of like been always my thing. I could also ban it. I think, yeah, I could also ban it. I guess I could. I can always unban it. Let me look. Get over here, you little bastard. Where is he? Where's that motherfricker? He might not be here anymore. Okay, I'll wait until the 10 minutes. And I see him again, and I see that little guy again. Mira! Hi! We were just talking. Oh, you missed it. I was telling people we were going through my professional PP, and that's PowerPoint. And you were part of the special thanks because you're doing the emotes. So hi! But everybody, that's Mira. That's who's gonna be doing our emotes for us. You only need 1 more follower to hit your first goal. Guys, we only need 1 more follower. Dude, that's so sick! That's cool! Thank you! Alright, we're gonna watch this. Courtesy of Nihoy Boy. Let me move myself a little over here. Alright. This is what we were talking about earlier during the evening. Is that my 50th follower? Ah, thank you, Arctic Minute! Is that us at our goal? Yeah, you guys are, oh my god, you guys are so awesome. I honestly wasn't expecting this. 50 followers, that's crazy. We're gonna watch this real quick. Does he say it?
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
I'm in the middle of some serious shit right now, O'Neill. I could use some help out there.
No way.
Are you kidding? Do you know how long it took me to come back here to talk to you about this?
You could have just called, you know?
Are you coming with me or not?
I told you I wasn't going to leave this place. It's fucking evil out there.
That may be, but there's evil within, too.
No way! Guys, she said it!
Whatever. I'll take my chances in here. See you around, Sebastian.
He actually fucking said it! I forgot! Stop! And then they looked at the camera! No way! I forgot. I need to play that game again so bad. There's evil within, too. Pan, look at the camera. Stop, that's too good. We're gonna get into Jackbox here soon. I did forget to show you guys. So, you know, there's the just chatting. You guys have seen this. We have a spot for gaming and then web browsing, as you saw. Sometimes if I just want to talk to you with nothing there, there's my model only. My favorite thing that I did, though, was the karaoke section. And I hope it's not looking stupid right now. But here's the karaoke section. And I've got different backgrounds. So, we've got this background. And then the one you just saw. Hold on. Let me just turn them all on because, again, wildly unprepared. So there's that background that we just saw as you came in. So when we have karaoke nights, they're going to be there. We have this background, that background, which I'm not too, I love the color red, but I'm not too fond of this background, unfortunately. We got that background, which this one's really cool. We got this background. We got that one. And finally, for you folk that, I'm going to show my age again. No, I didn't. Okay. I'm going to show my age again. Old, monitor background screensavers. No, that's gonna show my age. No, I'm not old. My character's old. Chimera is old. I'm not old. But yeah, we got all kinds of things going on with that. What's really cool is let me do a little fiddle in here. What's really cool is that we're gonna be able to also see the music. So give me a second to do it. So now you guys can also like kind of sing along at home. We're not gonna sing it today. We'll have to wait for a karaoke night. I'm nearing my 20s in a few weeks. It goes downhill from there. Well, okay, wait, I'm not gonna say that because it's gonna reveal my age. You guys have to figure out my age on your own. Are we ready to try to get into Jackbox? Are you guys ready for that?